So the summer 2020 anime season is drawing to a close, and that means it's time to immediately forget about what you spent the past dozen weeks watching and get ready to watch a bunch of new shows that'll be around the same general quality. But wait, before we throw the baby out with the baby water, let's go look at the shows that come out and see which ones are cool and not lame. I mean, you haven't seen all of them yet, so maybe you'll see one that catches your fancy. You didn't see all of them already, have you? Please tell me you didn't watch all these shows already. You may be thinking, Dunekun, you dumb bitch, you're supposed to do these videos at the beginning of the season so people know what to watch, and yeah, sure, if I was some fucking 2-bit jabroni, sure, but do I look like the thing I just said that I said? No, I don't look like that. I bear a slight resemblance to Seinfeld at most. I'm doing this at the end because the shows are now done, and now I can make an honest recommendation. You can't tell the overall quality of a show by the first few episodes sometimes, and if you ever see me making one of those seasonal first impression videos, just send me up to the funny farm, because I'm ready to get milked if you catch my meaning. Lapis Relights is a magical idoru show, and if those words make you excited to see it, then you'll probably enjoy watching it. If you avoid anything having to do with those things, then what's the matter with you? Take a walk on the wild side for once. Now, I'm sure a lot of you took a look at the show's My Anime List score and said, nope, I'm not touching that one. It's very low, and I don't blame you. I did the same thing. In fact, I originally wasn't even going to include it in this video because I thought it was so bland looking that it was worth a meme mention at best. But then I actually watched it, it was pretty good. I think this is another misfit of Demon King Academy situation where its surface level genericness scares off a lot of people who think they've basically already seen the show 100 times over. Honestly, I'm tempted to do a whole review of it, but it's neither the time nor the place for such things. We got other shows to go through, so my verdict? Give it a shot, seems pretty quality. The same cannot be said for Gibiate. In the distant future of 2030, humanity is overrun by a terrible virus that also turns people into giant monsters based on their age, sex, and race. Also, there's 2 time-traveling samurai that are here now. Now, if that sounds real dumb to you, that's because it is. Apparently, this show was some big collaboration between a bunch of famous Japanese people, and I think the end product being so shit just goes to show you that the Japanese are bad at making cartoons. Skip it. I don't want to watch Koi To producer Evil X Love, aka Mr. Love Queen's Choice. That sounds really gay, and I'm not about that life. And by gay, I mean it's straight. It's one of those shows where a hyper-competent girl gets gang-banged by 3 to 5 effeminate men. At least I hope that's what happened, otherwise why would it exist? Don't watch. It's based off a smartphone game too. Maybe just play that instead. HX Eros is a show that aired. It's a superhero team show like Power Rangers / Super Sentai, but with the twist that they use the power of horny to fight. Now, I'm a tokusatsu guy. I can appreciate a common writer or two, and it's no secret that I enjoy hentai from time to time. So, it is with a heavy heart and a limp dick that I say that Hentai Heroes is pretty bland. For a show based on sexuality, you'd think it'd have a bit more, I don't know, sexuality. I'd be fine if the rest of the show was particularly noteworthy, but it's impressive how milquetoast it managed to be every second. Don't watch it. I had the same problem with Monster Musume no or Monster Girl Doctor. I'm pretty sure you've all heard of the show called Monster Musume that has the same basic plot of guy is surrounded by horny monster girls that he'll never fuck. Surprisingly though, the two are not related, despite being the exact same show. It's weird. Completely different people and companies made the 2 shows. If I had to choose which one is better, I'm gonna go and say the old Monster Musume just because it didn't take itself as seriously as this. Like, the show starts off with the retelling of a great war and then cuts to a girl getting her breast massaged. I'm getting mixed signals. Am I supposed to jack off or not? Don't watch unless you really want to fuck snakes. Put the Simpsons quote here too.
I love the sexy slither of a lady snake. Oh, baby.
Actually, just watch Peter Grill. This show is great. It's just about a guy being forced to cuck his fiancée by an increasing amount of fantasy women who want his powerful seed. What's not to like? The episodes are short, so they don't overstay their welcome, and all the girls are super cute. Only downside I can foresee is that I guess the setup is kind of repetitive, but I didn't have a problem with it. I see a lot of people being down on the show because the main character constantly cheats on his fiancée and all the other women encourage this, as if we're suddenly looking to anime characters for good moral lessons. It's an NTR show, people. It's not that big of a deal. They're not real. Watch Peter Grill. Alrighty, now we're getting to the popular shows, aka the shows I already did videos on, except Decadence. Still haven't finished Decadence, and at this point I'm too afraid to do it. I'm sure it's fine. People seem to like it as this kind of middle-of-the-road series. Ambitious in its premise, lacking in execution. If you've seen the first few episodes and thought they were interesting, you'll probably be fine with the rest. I can't even say you'll love it or hate it. Uzaki-chan. Her boobs didn't get any smaller. Let's be honest with each other. That's why you're watching the show, right? It's a mediocre at best romantic comedy. Its only saving grace is its sex appeal, which it does well, I should add. Uzaki's tits, real big. I cannot stress this enough. If you like slice of life stuff, it has its decent moments. Maybe check it out. Rent a Girlfriend. No. Why? I was much kinder to Rent a Girlfriend in my original review, but now I can't help but feel this deep contempt for the show. Moment to moment, it's fine enough, but once you start thinking about how nothing fucking happens, you just start seeing red. The best compliment I can give the show is that it knows how to fucking tease you, keeps you chomping at the bit with the empty promise that anything will happen in next week's episode, but it never delivers. Oh, but wait. Oh, the cliffhanger. Next week for sure. Something. No. Watch it if you want. The girls are cute. The writing is passable. 6 out of 10. Should I have been rating these? And finally, the God of High School. What a shit show. Not a shit show, as in a show of shitty quality. One word, shit show. God of High School, for the most part, is not that bad. If you're just watching it casually, or maybe have it on the background, or you're like 14, then it's a great show. Lots of cool fights and martial arts, and it's got cool fights and cool fights. What more could you ask for in a shonen anime? Interesting characters, solid world building. Surely you jest. This is the most popular show this season besides ReZero, and that makes me cry, a single tear, like a Native American on the side of the road. I cry because the most popular show should also be the best show, which is the Mystificative Demon King Academy. I'd just like to say, I was right. I called it. I'm never wrong. I made a video called The Anime That Deserves Better, and I was right. It stays good throughout its entire run. It's the best anime this season, even though it's like an 8 out of 10, it's still the best show in the season. Go watch, if you watch one anime this season, make sure it's this one. Why? I made a video about it. That's why. Go watch the video. I'm not going to repeat myself. Just know it's good. You should watch it. 10 out of 10. 9 out of 10. 2 out of 10. Fucking sucks.